Hey, how's it going, everyone? We are getting started now, and it's me, Adam, Mr. 86, who, as his name suggests, running late, 86.
I know, as always.
Yeah, I was like,
Never be
sitting
on
there, it's
time
like,
with
hang
anything.
on, you got me around, message, maybe I should give you a quick phone call.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's quicker that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Sorry about that.
nah, all good, all
All
good.
good.
Were you
Cool.
busy working on some videos, were you?
Kind of. I kind of lost track of time. I had to like do kind of like morning chores, doing the laundry. I
Yeah.
thought I had time. Yeah. Like the funny thing is that well, it's not really funny, but the thing is that I don't have a clock in the house. Do you have a
Oh,
clock in your
really?
house? Yeah,
No.
we always thought about buying a clock and putting it
Yeah,
somewhere, and like we've never found like the right clock, to match, whatever
yeah,
decor we have in the living room or wherever we want to put it. And we never ended up finding one, but because we never ended up finding one, we just always used our phones. And
yeah,
I guess
yeah,
we've
yeah.
kind of like gone off that. So yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
same. Yeah, phone or PC, one or the
Yeah,
other.
exactly, right?
Or worst
Exactly.
case, rice cooker.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, shout out to those in the chat. Obviously, Shutterworks, you've been here for a while, so cheers, man. Hopefully, you're not too many runs in.
Yeah.
Also, Anubis, hola mi amigo. It's been a while. Also, Jahi, future director. Welcome, and everyone else that's jumped in. But yeah, if you are joining, drop some comments. Let us know how you guys are, what you've been up to. It has been a while.
It has been a while. Yeah, we haven't done one in like ages.
Yeah, I saw the last one was actually in Jan, and it's already
Yeah.
June. It's ridiculous. How is it already June, man?
I know, right? It's like half the year. Jeez. Hot dang.
Yeah, this year is
Yeah.
going by way too fast. But I'm pretty sure Shido is happy. I think he said he's over in Japan again next
Yep.
month, so
Yep.
he'll be
Nice.
counting down.
Nice. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you again, man.
Yeah, just why summer, man? Anyone who comes to Japan, I'd recommend just autumn, winter, the best time.
The heat.
But yeah. Today's stream, I no real agenda. Just what do we talk about is what we will talk about.
Yeah.
Mostly recent releases, what we've been up to, what we plan to do. Probably look at the new Goku figures. Got a couple here.
Yep.
Get some
there we go.
and opinions, and yeah, just I don't know, general chit chat about
Yeah.
SHF.
Yeah, there's been a couple of like, toy news. The JJK line is, picking up again, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Sweet.
What's that new line that they kind of picked, that Tamashi just picked up recently, the Fist of the North Star, if I guess
yeah, they've done that, which is quite cool.
Yeah, and I guess we always talk about this, but like, I guess other, like, I'm trying to think of like any other anime lines, that properties that Tamashi can kind of like pick up,
Yeah, I think since we start off there, let's talk about that first, actually. And you're right, they've done Fist of the North Star. They've jumped in quite a few other series, so obviously JoJo as well. And then Fist of the North Star. And going down the line of old series, right? And we've mentioned this a few times, but GTO is always one that.
Yep, GTO.
When we talk, yeah.
GTO,
like Onizuka with his bike, they're just the pinnacle of a awesome single release.
Yeah, and all the expressions that he can come with, be so much fun. So much fun.
So much fun.
Yep.
But for an old series, something like that, I think would be amazing. And I think it's also popular in the West.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty, like, who knows GTO, great teacher Onizuka? Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Maybe it's only old people like us. New people who haven't seen it, they probably start watching. Oh, this is so inappropriate. I can't watch it.
Yeah, because it is. Yeah, by today's standards, I guess you could say it's inappropriate, but
yeah, especially their first episode. But
oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he starts off like that, and then he obviously you see him basically kind of grow.
Yeah, kind of, kind of. But,
Yeah,
kind of.
kind of. But yeah, man, I haven't seen that series in years, but it's got so much heart to it, though. It's a really cool series.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn. Yeah, Shin-chan. Yeah, exactly right. They did Shin-chan. They could definitely make GTO. Yep. I would say, come on.
Don't they have a Shin-chan?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's what I was
right?
saying. If they made Shin-chan, of all things they could do.
Exactly. Yeah. I was watching the other day. I don't know if you guys know this one. It's not very popular, like over in the West, but there's a manga series called Crows and Explode. Yeah, it's like, a bunch of like delinquent high school kids, and basically all they do is just fight each other. They just they just fight each other. Yeah, maybe like Crow Zero. It's like a manga. It's also like a live action movie. I think that would be kind of fun as well. Just like if you're into like just a bunch of having kids wearing Japanese high school uniforms, and
yeah.
Was and stuff like that. I think that would be kind of cool to have.
Yeah, I mean they did. Oh no, they didn't do it. It was Kyoto. Like they did Tokyo Revengers.
Revengers. Yeah, kind of similar to that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Was worst part of that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, worst. Yeah, they're in the same universe. Yeah, worst.
Yeah,
that's right.
I remember I had a few of the worst manga volumes actually.
Okay, cool.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be pretty cool actually. Like I think actually recently I saw Kyoto. They've announced. If you guys haven't seen, they've got a effect set. I think it's the second one that they've done. Comes with a giant scythe, a fan that's folded up, but an awesome freaking blood splatter effect. Like seriously.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
It is, of course. I think I definitely need to pick that. But they showcase the accessories with their version of body kun. I don't know. It's just like the like that type of figure. I think would be quite cool. Just have that nondescript, like just absolutely shell of a badass buff thing that you can just absolutely beat up with your figures would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Because I don't think like Reveltech hasn't released one officially of their own, right?
I don't think so. Like, I would definitely pick it up because like quite often, like when you're doing like photos or you're posing, you want them to fight someone.
Yeah, exactly.
But some people love like the this universe versus that universe, like Goku versus Luffy or the mix-ups. But it's not really something I can get into. It just feels ultimate that it's not the same. So like for me, him like that kind of dummy to fight would be pretty cool actually.
Yeah, really cool.
But yeah, I think Shido said, have you guys watched Sentenced to Be a Hero? Actually, I did. I randomly started watching it. It was actually pretty cool. Have you seen it, 86?
What's that anime?
Sentenced to Be a Hero.
Sentenced to Be a Hero.
Like Yusha and the Japanese word for sentenced. I can't remember.
Okay.
But basically, it's a general fantasy one, and there's like demons, of course.
Right.
And they like kind of taking over world. It's kind of like more like a poison, like a plague. Like I think they call it blight. I guess the translation. It's like they're slowly taking over the world. And then there's the Holy Empire Church people that are fighting against them to defend the people, and they've kind of turned the magic into the kind of sci-fi-ish weapons as well, so they can kind of shoot magical laser beams and kill stuff. That kind of real tropey generic stuff, but what they call like your Sentenced to Be a Hero, they take convicts and basically make them into their army slave of like inhuman power where they can't die. If they die, they can just come back to life. But the catch is when they die and they come back, they kind of lose part of their memories. It's not quite the same. So over time they degrade. So like one of the guys is like a full-on, I don't know, he's not there at all. And my brother's just getting a bit more mentally unstable. That's kind of interesting twist. It's mainly about the main guy where he doesn't want to die. And you kind of find out the people that are picked for it, they're not necessarily because they actually did anything wrong, but they're more like scapegoats or churches just like putting the blame on them.
Cool.
I don't know, it's interesting enough.
Is it like on any streaming right now? It's like
Netflix.
Okay,
should be.
That's
pretty. It's okay. Like, yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything amazing to write home about. Like some things are kind of standard, but it was an interesting watch. I think I did watch it while I was on night shift, or I started watching it, and when you was willing to turn your mind off, and the animation was nice. So,
yep, cool.
It's interesting.
Nice. Just want to say hello to Nicholas Cunningham. What's going on?
Oh,
Nicholas?
what's up, man?
Yeah, and Mission Yazakura family. Not sure what that is, but do you know what that is? Rockchala? Have a look.
No, it sounds familiar for some reason. Also, a shout out to Ali Gamer. Hopefully, you're not too hot over there in Malaysia, my friend. I'm guessing over there it's going pretty damn hot.
The EG's from Malaysia?
Yeah. Ali Gamer is Malaysia.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, you guys would have had that campaign, right? Malaysia, truly Asia.
Oh, there we go. Mission Yozakura family. Okay. Yozakura is a famous manga series written and illustrated by its annotated series adapted by produced by Silver. I guess it's kind of like a romantic comedy spy thriller. There we go.
Interesting. Might need to check that. Also, Sup Namtab. Wow, you're in Japan too. Nice.
Welcome. Yeah, Yokoso. There we go.
What? You're not Malaysia? What?
Who did you get mixed up with?
Okay. Wait. He says he's not from Malaysia, but are you in Malaysia?
you, like right now?
Yeah. What? Who am I mixing you up with then?
Is there
Hang on. Wait.
EC Gamer Man?
I'm so bad with names, but you always hear man, and I get
Yeah.
I've always thought
EG's the homie. He's the homie.
Crap.
Are you getting mixed up with Laser Gator?
No, but I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he's good.
Yeah.
The guy that's friends with DT Figures. Who was posting photos on Insta as well. Man. I don't remember.
I always reckon. Well, obviously, EG has been, following us for since the beginning. So he's one of the OGs.
Yeah.
He's got a really recognizable, iconic, thumbnail. The Dragon Ball.
Yeah, exactly right.
So that's how I know he's always on. So
yeah. Man, I always thought you were the other person. Damn.
Maybe someone's copying your thumbnail, EG.
No, it's definitely a different thumbnail. But the names, maybe it's something similar. Okay, anyway. I apologize. But yeah, what else? Actually, speaking of other anime, I did start watching that Witch Hat actually one. I don't know what it's called. Do you know? It's a current fantasy one that's popular.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As well. What is it called?
Witch Hat. Yeah.
Chat.
Animation's really nice.
Okay.
There's another one I was on night shift for work, and
Witch Hat Atelier.
Yeah, that's the one. I had to stay awake, so I just checked it on. So
okay, it kind of reminds me of Card Captor.
The style, yeah, I could kind of see that.
Yeah, the costume.
Okay.
Well, that's what it's.
Not bad. The animation's really nice, and the story is interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'd say a couple of main characters kind of annoy me a little bit, but no, I would recommend.
All right.
The animation's really nice.
You might look into it. Witch Hat.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, you guys watching anything else lately? I should have mentioned Shadows of a Demon Realm. I've seen it on Netflix, but I haven't watched it yet. I think, is it meant to be pretty good? And Sakamoto Days. No, I didn't watch that one actually.
I know a lot of people like Sakamoto Days, but I got bored after like the 5th episode. Sorry for anybody who likes it. I'm really happy for you that you do like it. Maybe I should give it another go, but yeah, I couldn't watch anymore. Yeah,
I tried the manga for it, and that was the same. But yeah, like should have said, maybe one of the ones that just really jumps up. And Cliffo, sup man? How you been? And Apothecary Diaries, love it. Both my wife and I are a huge fan. But yeah, Cake at the Sakura Man, that's such a classic. There's one of the ones that watched way back in the day after school. It was one of the first ones that was on in New Zealand, actually.
There you go.
But yeah,
I want to try to get some more people on here going live on Instagram, just to kind of round people up.
All right, we might have a special guest join in.
Oh, really? Cool.
But yeah, what else? There was oh man, I'm watching one. Is it Tsureto Tsurugi no Wistoria? Staff and Sword, Wistoria, Sword and Staff. I came across it. I saw the manga in the bookshop earlier this year, I think it was. And it caught my attention and I started reading. I really like it. And it's, again, another fantasy one. Basically, they've got a fake world for the I guess the mages made using magic to protect them, because I know demons will come from the outside, and below they've got dungeons where they stop monsters. But there's about one guy that can't really use magic, so
I'm trying to round up some people from Instagram.
Okay,
yeah, keep talking. Keep talking. I'm just
okay. But yeah. So there's one guy that can't really use magic, but he uses a sword instead, and is kind of more about actually, I guess, a prophesized person that can wield both magic and sword type stuff. General fantasy, but it's actually really fun. And it turns out there was an anime, and the second season's on now.
Okay, cool. That's on Netflix as well.
Yeah. It's a really simple series, but it's enjoyable, and the animation's nice as well. Yeah, cool. So much fantasy. Like, seriously, like everything is fantasy these days, it feels like, right?
Yeah. Like ever since, I don't know, maybe I might be wrong. Ever since Frieren, the fantasy kind of like theme genre has been, picking up quite a bit. Yeah, it's been quite a lot of fantasy anime and manga recently.
Yeah. But yeah, the Frieren really like, and going back to the Figuarts side of things, yeah, that was we've got one more figure, the hero, right? What's his name? Hiro. Himiru Haimo from Frieren. Oh, you haven't watched it yet, have you?
Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, Rock has recommended me Frieren so many times, and like we have like a group chat with Weeboo as well. You guys know Weeboo, right? And I think like recently Weeboo was like asking, where can I get this deluxe Frieren figure? I just kind of like, jumped out of the chat and just left it to both of those guys. I have no idea about Frieren, but yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, guys, jump on Rockchala's channel. We're going live right now, so yeah, hope to see you guys there.
Nice, thank you. Anyone that's jumping on, awesome.
Yeah, we are yapping about anime, so if you guys want to join in, yeah, make sure you head over to Rockchala's channel. I'll be there, so obviously.
Nice. But no, just this one stream, Nicholas. No, too much planned. But yeah, they didn't do anything else with Marshall. Did the Marshall series actually finish?
The what series?
Marshall?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
like,
Isn't it Marshall?
Yeah, Marshall. Yeah, Marshall. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of just like fizzled out. Maybe I don't know if anybody are fans of Marshall. You know, it kind of just came and went. There were figure arts of Marshall, and then they just kind of disappeared. Did anybody like buy those figures? I don't know.
Not I. No. Okay, season 2 is coming later this year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't get into Free Run either when it first came out. Just wasn't in the right mindset or mood for watching a kind of slow pace series, but it does pick up. And when my wife told me that there's like a magic tournament type thing or like a battle part a little bit later on, it really caught my attention. And it was really cool.
Okay. So what hooked you? Like, what was the thing that actually got, hey, this is worth watching? Like, because like, these days, the reason why I don't watch too many, series or like, stuff like anime and stuff like that is because I don't want to like invest my time. Like, I want to know that it's going to be worth my time before I invest a whole bunch of time into it.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Definitely
story and characters.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be like an interesting story that's kind of keeping me captivated.
Right.
And wanting to, makes me want to see more or find out what happens. Definitely is a big part. And then characters can't be annoying. Like that witch hat one, the series is cool.
Yeah.
But the guys got like these apprentices and I just find them really annoying.
Okay.
So it kind of puts me off. It doesn't make me want to watch it. But with
most annoying anime characters, top 3. You guys can shoot. You guys can put your comments, put your list in the comments as well. Top 3 most annoying anime characters, any anime or manga, or animation or whatever. So
top. Oh, that's hard. I can't. Now that you mention, I can't think of anyone that really comes to mind. I wonder. Top 3 most annoying characters.
I don't like loud characters, like overly loud.
Yeah.
Or like, unnecessarily loud characters. And I've said this probably like many times before, but the yellow guy from Demon Slayer.
Oh.
Same is maybe, yeah.
He's so freaking neurotic. Yeah, he was kind of annoying.
Sorry for anybody who is fans of him, but yeah, there we go.
Zenitsu. Yeah.
Zenitsu, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, sorry,
there's
a person on Instagram who's saying Naoya, any ReZero characters and any Mushoku Tensei. I don't know Mushoku Tensei, but Naoya, I guess Naoya from JJK.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah, but he's good at being a dick.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a different right. Like you can't hate him because his character is done really well.
Exactly. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, see, another person says JJK Naoya as well. So yeah.
But yeah, I know. Plefo said the 3 guys from the Cell games. Oh, those guys were crack up. They were good. The 3 wrestler guys.
Fingers crossed we get figure out of them.
Yeah. Coming this fall. Really annoying characters, man. When you say them, I'll be like, yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah.
What, Minata? He's the best character in My Hero.
Who? Oh, Mineta?
Mineta.
Yeah, Mineta.
Actually, the main character in My Hero annoys me. I really don't like. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Films.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, jump on Rockchalla's channel. I'll see you guys there. I'm going to jump off Instagram in about 4 minutes. So make sure you jump over to Rockchalla's channel and I'll see you guys over there.
Awesome. Death Note. Did you watch the Death Note anime?
I did. That's where I first found out about Death Note. It used to be on like ages ago. I watched it like in real time, and it was on like at 11 o'clock, like PM.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So yeah, I watched it way back, when. So
yeah. My best mate was huge fan of the manga. Wife really enjoyed it as well. I watched the live action movies, but I never saw the anime actually, so I can't remember the characters. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still stuck on a most annoying
one character that I don't like. I don't know if he's annoying or not, but he's like really smarmy, and now I forget his name. The Beast Titan from Attack on Titan. Hate that guy. Forget his name. Aaron's brother.
Oh, I was gonna say the blonde guy, but they're all blonde in there.
Oh, he is blonde. He is blonde. He wears glasses.
Kind of tall. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I kind of hate those characters, which are like meant to be all like clever, and they have glasses, but they're just utter dicks. Like, seriously, you just want to fucking bitch slap them. Like, what is this guy on about? Those type of characters I really hate.
Ooh, somebody's asking me why I hate him.
But
so when
like,
he gets Levi, that's why.
Yeah, but like
Zeke. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Zeke.
Zeke. Okay.
Yeah, Zeke. Yeah. I love watching anime in sub Japanese. I prefer the sub of all. Yeah. Does anybody watch the dub? Just a question, for everybody out there. Do anybody watch dub? Do you watch dub, Rock?
No, just sub.
It's all in Japanese.
Even now, if there are English subtitles, I still turn them on.
Yeah.
If it's a fantasy of a series, because there's so many words. It's like, what are they talking about? Molecular structure of this magical being? No, I could just give me subs.
Right.
But yeah, it's weird. Like, my rule of thumb is always watch something in the language that it was written in.
Sure.
Generally speaking, the original one. I'm happy with subs. It doesn't bother me. It really does kind of bug me when lip syncing's out or they kind of change dialogue and.
Yeah.
So that's all good with me. Back in the day, obviously I watched dub for stuff. It's just whatever's available.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right.
So I have no real comments on recent stuff, but I'm pretty sure things to get better in terms of quality. What's up? Tim Doe watch anime and dub that is complete in dub or airing simultaneously. Okay. But yeah, man, it's like you said, you can never switch over, right? If you're used to characters in one voice or accent, then
it becomes like kind of like the character, right?
Yeah,
I get that.
Very much so. Right. It took me a while to get used to Dragon Ball in Japanese, to be honest.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Because I grew up like watched all Z in English.
That's true. Yeah, it was pretty big in like Oceania, right?
Yeah.
So,
but now I can't go back to English though. It's just super weird.
It is,
and it is more the quality of the actors doing it. Maybe they're better now, but especially when compared to the older stuff, right, from the early 2000s. Definitely.
Yeah. Sorry, Rock. I'm just gonna say goodbye to the people on Instagram. So, guys, again, I'm going live right now on Rockchalla's channel. So this was just to kind of like grab some more people over from my Instagram account to YouTube. So if you guys want to join in, we're talking about anime, but we'll be talking about other stuff as well. Toy news and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to hang out, head over to Rockchalla's channel, and I will see you guys there. Bye.
I'll wave even though I can't see them. Hey, look at this special guest, man of mystery.
Oh,
yo, what's up, Mr. Man of mystery?
Running late 86. I should have put running later, Obi, man.
But yeah, what's up, my friend? Long time no see.
Yeah, no, not too long, guys.
Yeah,
it has been a while.
Yeah, man, your room has changed. Have you moved where your desk is?
Oh no, I'm using this monitor instead of this monitor.
Oh,
So you're probably used to the background being beer cans.
oh yeah. There we go. There we go.
But
That's
it's even more of a
know.
mess right now. So
Fair
a bit
enough.
of a rotate. The figures are all on that side.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool view. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
And is that the Dragon Ball manga up there as well? I see.
Oh hell yeah! That needs to be like on hand at all times. So
nice. Need those reference points, right?
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. But yeah, what's all those stickers? Is that the wafer stickers?
That is the wafer stickers. I freaking love those things.
Yeah, no, they're awesome.
So good. But okay, what series? Okay, let's have a guess. Can you guys guess what stickers or what anime those stickers are from? Is it A, Dragon Ball, B, Kimetsu no Yaiba, C, One Piece, or D, Pokemon? Probably one of those four it can be.
I don't even know if there's Pokemon wafer stickers at all, but yeah, okay.
They
have had some.
They are not.
But they did.
At least they're not done by Bandai. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
okay.
therefore, it's not Pokemon. We can scratch that one out, maybe. Yeah, those three. Oh, Naruto. I think they did some.
Not done by Bandai, but aren't all those properties done by Bandai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The correct answer is all of the above. I don't know if you can see it.
Great question.
No, can't tell. It's just like non-discreet. Closer.
All right. Well, never mind. It's literally from the top. Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Conan, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Dragon Ball, Uma Musume, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, JoJo.
Oh wow, everything.
Yeah. But they're cool. I really like them.
Cool.
Yeah. If you're in Japan, seriously, hit up the confectionery aisle at the supermarket. You'll always find they're like just a simple 100 yen snack comes with stickers. I've got a whole bunch of stickers as well.
Yeah,
the wafer's not bad, and it's just kind of
shrinkflation. The wafer is good, but it keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Oh really?
And smaller. So the pack is this big, and that used to be the size of the wafer. Now the wafer is like a little square at the bottom.
I haven't had one in ages, actually.
I think somebody in the chat said, "I have a question for Obi." How have you been? I've been good.
That's a good question.
Is it true Obi left Tamashi now? Not of my own free will. So the way Japanese companies work is they shuffle everyone around every 3 years. And that's just a Japanese company thing in general. Yes. The idea is you can't be corrupt if you're not lost in one position long enough to have any real authority. The other part is we're all cogs in a wheel. So they want everyone to get a chance to learn how to do everything. And so they move them around. They could never find anyone to do what I did, so I got stuck there for 8 years. And so they're like, okay, we need to money launder Obi. We need to send him out, wash him until he's a clean first year, and then bring him back.
Yeah.
Starting April, I'm in charge of the Bandai card games, overseas tournaments and promotion.
Nice.
Very specifically, I'm in charge of the Gundam card game, the Dragon Ball Fusion World card game, the Dragon Ball Masters card game.
Cool.
And then I do all support for everything on social media and stuff like that. So there's a new One Piece card game, Instagram. I made that, and a bunch of other ones. Yeah, and I run those things. So soon you'll see my house isn't filled with this sort of stuff. It'll be filled with this sort of stuff.
Nice.
Cool. Look at that.
That was cool. Man, that
is cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah. That being said, I still have my hands and everything. So Akiba is constantly calling me every week to help him with the upcoming One Piece figures and some collaboration stuff with that. I still handle the liaisons for social media. So if people want to work with machinations, reach out and I can try and hook you up.
Here we go.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely missed your presence, that is for sure. It's definitely not the same.
Absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't feel the same anymore. Like the posts are kind of like at like random times now.
Oh,
right. It kind of feels weird.
I'll be on there. I'm like 7 p.m. Like no one's awake at 7 p.m.
Like whoa, okay. Like
this figure obviously for like the American audience that no one in Japan cares about, and you posted it at 4 a.m. in America.
Like, I don't know. Like when we were just talking about the Fist of the North Star. Like just briefly with Rock,
out of nowhere.
I saw, just out of nowhere. I was like, whoa!
Where was the teaser? Where was the build up?
All right, just like okay, are you sure this is Figuarts? And I was like checking and checking and checking. It's like okay, I guess it is. It just kind of like went over. Like I don't know.
I'm just going to answer more questions as they pop up. Is Dragon Ball your bread and butter, or do you have a different exception? I think Dragon Ball. It isn't even one of my favorites. It's just like it's part of who you are. It's like saying, "Oh, do you like air?" like I've grown up with it. I mean, I love Dragon Ball, but like an obsession, I would probably go with either Naruto or Hunter x Hunter. To be honest.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Dungeon Meshi.
Oh, that's a different, like the perfect story, and everything that I love about it is Dungeon Meshi, Frieren, maybe Made in Abyss. But they don't have the history. Like, I'm not gonna run around with my arms behind my back or run up to some stranger. 9,000. Like, I have those memories with Jump stuff growing up.
Yeah.
That's true. I can't figure I haven't had the chance to buy any new figures for a while, so this is a bit old. But like,
okay, cool.
This is one of my favorite ones recently.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Definitely looking forward to more Hunter x Hunter. That is for sure.
Me too. So. One nice thing about not being in Tamashii Nations is I don't know what's coming up, so I get to enjoy the surprises.
Oh, that's nice.
Like I'd heard the talk about Fist of the North Star, nothing had been finalized while I was still there, and that popped. I was like, "Whoa!"
Nice.
The other nice thing is, I checked when I left before. Anytime I appeared on a live stream like this, I needed the rules, hoops to jump through, people to check things with. The moment I'm out, I asked the card division. They're like, "You can do whatever you want."
They seem pretty nonchalant about things.
Card is interesting.
Because
of One Piece, they've come into a lot of money very quickly, so they don't have like the 15-year history of this is how things are done. They're just like, we don't let the shit burn. Like, keep it going. It's similar to the figures in the fact that they're like, oh man, they're keeping stock down, they're trying to control it and make a higher secondhand market. Like, no, you don't know Bandai. They don't plan that far in advance. They're doing what they think's best at all times, and if it works, great. But
man, I think okay. I was gonna say, speaking of One Piece cards, like my mate's into it right here. So he's always trying to buy the cards, and he can't. So he's asked me to help him out with the premium Bandai because you have to do the lottery.
Yeah.
Like I think I've done like 5 or 6 in a row, all lost. It's like, man, I feel sorry for people that actually want to play card games these days, right? Like,
well, that's where the One Piece card game and all Bandai card games are actually really nice. Is all of the expensive cards and all of the rare cards are all parallel art.
So nice.
If you don't mind your deck looking like ass, then you just get the normal ones, or you buy the singles, and it's super easy. With something like Magic, which I actually do play quite regularly, like some of the best cards are just $10,000. No variations, no alternate prints. Sucks to be you. But one thing I want to say now that I will jump on one thing. Now that I'm not locked down to things that aren't contractual. So the reason I was so excited about Leorio is the licensing deal with Hunter x Hunter is you can't make anything until you make the first 4. So the reason a lot of toy companies only have Gon and Killua is because you have to make Gon, then Killua, then Kurapika, then Leorio, and then they open up the rest of the license to you. and a lot of people accept that Laura is not gonna sell. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel a bit bad, but I picked this up half off after it went on sale. I didn't pre-order it because I knew it wouldn't sell well, because I knew we made it as a throwaway figure.
Yeah.
Just because of character popularity. But the fact that like they took a hit and they knew that this wasn't going to well, on the belief that the future figures like Hisoka coming up are going to do better and are going to do like what everybody wants, is really cool. So like I don't know if he'll ever come out again, and I do actually love this character. So it's nice to have these like not super main characters. Like everyone loves the new Goku, but it's when you get those random nail figures and stuff that it's actually, you know, pretty exciting.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree. Like for me, especially with Alliance, like it's when you get the side characters that really kind of makes the collection kind of come to life, or makes it really fun when you kind of have your main character along with like the side characters will be their best bud from the series. Yeah, so getting like Kurapika as well, and Leorio together, having them all four together is really nice. But like you said, Hisoka, man, like ever since the Hunter line was announced, like, come on, Hisoka, we need him. He's just going to be like, yeah, those extreme creepy faces and be fun.
I probably can't see my t-shirts, Hisoka, actually.
Oh, is that one of the new Unico ones?
Granif, actually.
Oh, Granif. That's it. Man. Nice. Nice. Did it? Oh, so it's already come out?
Yeah, in fact, it's already mostly sold out too. Especially fat people sizes. This is the only fat people shirt left.
I might need to check out because I checked the branch in Kawasaki the other week and I didn't see anything. But yeah,
I'm going to just jump on a few more questions. Sorry, I keep cutting you off in your own stream.
Go for it, man.
I presume you can't say anything, but you know any of the recent Dragon Ball prototypes, etc., that you saw but haven't been revealed yet? Yes, and no, I cannot tell you. I mean, figures are generally planned out 2 years in advance, just because it takes between 8 to 12 months to make a new figure, depending on how new it is. Dragon Ball uses a lot of retooling, so it's a bit faster because you get to reuse the legs of one figure, the arms of another. The reason we have a lot of new Goku now is like Super Saiyan God Blue, Standard, and they're all slightly different. Like there's a different amount of bulk, there's a different shoes. This slight variation means now that combining those, we can basically make any Goku. So it lays down the groundwork for that.
Yeah,
it's an interesting puzzle. So I've seen like a bunch of prototypes. In fact, a lot of those may not be made. It doesn't. Things change. Like there's a new person in charge now. The person in charge of the Dragon Ball line was Moto Okamoto for a very long time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he did an amazing job really ramping up the Dragon Ball figure line. So he was in charge for 5 years. I did promotion with him for 4. In the time he was there, he almost doubled the amount of figures. So when he took over, there was like 120, I think, and now there's like 210. So to increase that many in such a short time is nothing short of genius, and it was his ability to like retool things together like that. I know everything he's planned. I've seen everything he planned. A lot of things people will notice, and he said before, is he loves the Frieza saga and the Namek saga. And like I said, people in Bandai get shuffled around. And so his goal was, before they take me off, I'm getting every figure out of that saga. So I have everything I want. And I make sure that they're done while I'm still in charge.
Yeah.
This last year, he shared the job with somebody else, and they did half and half.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is why there's a few little changes. And then starting this year, there's somebody else is completely running the line. And Moto Okamoto is doing other S.H.Figuarts instead.
Okay.
But yeah, the person in charge now, I don't think I should mention it if he hasn't gone on stream, but you'll notice there's a difference in the figures. Like, I think the recent Gohan has a happy face in there.
Yes, so good.
Yeah.
So that's you know, a figure that was started by Moto Okamoto.
Yeah.
So I saw it before, and then when I saw the happy face that wasn't in there when I was there, it shows the new person in charge is making decision changes based on what he
right.
All right, so that was one question, and now a whole bunch have come while I've gone. blah blah blah. Are there any restrictions on Dragon Ball licensing like with Hunter x Hunter? Yes, but not as much. Their main thing is they want you to promote their most recent franchise. So if it's Super, it's Super. If it's Diamond, it's Diamond. So whatever like new thing they have going on, expect more figures of that than others. It's just a ratio thing.
But I think that can be said for any franchise, though. Like whenever there's something, generally speaking, there'd always be, because they need to promote the first one. And I can't remember the term, but I know it's very popular in Japan, where it's the cross promoting, where all the different companies will basically put in the money to create a new company to promote it. So they do, like for the new anime, right? They'll have different companies will help fund it, but this one will do the music, this one will do the figures, this one will do I can't remember the term, but like cross marketing.
Yeah. You see it like when an anime appears and shows like this was brought to you by the following sponsors, and it's like
okay.
Depending on the level of cooperation. So Chainsaw Man, for example, is just they handle their own stuff and like, do you want to make our figures? And they just sell you the licensing like it's a franchise. Which creates the unfortunate situation where Good Smile Company has a figure, Tamashii Nations has a figure, like 40 other brands have figures, and it's because there's just you get a license.
Yeah.
And there's no like cross communication, and like they don't know, the other companies don't know that other people are making it. Versus something like Dragon Ball or Kamen Rider, which has a Hyogikai. So all the companies involved have one massive meeting where Toei Animation will tell us what's happening for the upcoming like year and their plans, and everyone gets to see what everyone else is doing, which makes it much easier to like cross promote and stuff. Obviously, if something new comes out, everyone wants it to do well. So it's that sort of thing, and that's the more common step. There are other licenses that are super strict and have rules as well, but Dragon Ball's pretty standard. Comment.
That's a good question from Plethora. Why such a disparity between accessories per price, say Riza versus Toga? I think, like generally speaking, right, when you see the price differences, can be down to a number of factors. One is popularity, how many of that figure is going to sell. If one is a lot more, then they can take a smaller margin as well, because they don't need to recuperate that profit back over like a tiny amount of figures made. It could also be licensing, like those are completely different series. One series may have a larger licensing fee than the other, and one also may be made as a loss leader, where they know that they'll make less money on this figure, but due to maybe people getting into this one, they'll buy more figures as well, right? Like there's so many different factors that come into pricing. I'd say those are kind of like the main three. Would you say?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. For pricing, first is definitely licensing. So some companies have a set price, like whether that be the licensing fee and they want to take so much of a cut, or they want their brand to retain a premium. So you're not allowed to sell it for any less than this amount. It will be baked into the contract. So that one's the first one. That's unavoidable. The second one is the numbers. So the most expensive thing when it comes to figure is the production fee, like actually making it the first time, like all the testing, the molding, the back and forth, and that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. And once that's done, then you just pump the mold out, and again, that's production scheduling. So the more you can sell of something, the cheaper it'll be, which is why main characters are generally cheaper, because you assume you will sell more of them. And an example of a figure that didn't do well would be a couple of years ago, Kamen Rider. My lack of Kamen Rider knowledge. The shiny blue one.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a very metallic one.
I was gonna say Gav. It's not Gav. Gochad, I think. But because
just talking about this recently,
because it's metallic, the cost shot up. So every year you have the first Kamen Rider, the main character, out at a low price, because you could sell it throughout the entire series every year. You just keep reselling that same figure. Because of the costs of making it metallic, that one didn't get to be cheap, which meant no one jumped on board. Because it's a $40 figure. Like, I don't even know if I like it. I just grab it. It's $40. But when that's $80, you're only going to be buying things you really want.
Mm.
And so the goal is to get them to buy the first one, and now they're sucked in to buy all of them, which works pretty well. But considering nobody bought the first one, nobody bought the second one, then nobody bought the third one. And then the numbers got smaller and smaller, and the smaller the numbers got, the higher the price went, which means even less people coming in, till the point that you only have like the core 2,000 people buying the figures. At which point they'll pay anything, so you just hike it up to recoup loss.
Yeah.
Numbers, absolute numbers. So anything you see something cheap, you're like, oh, this is popular.
Yeah. I mean, people shit on Goku always getting so many re-releases. Like, to be honest, we've got 2 new Gokus right here in short time.
They're so good.
People will buy them, like, yeah.
Yeah, Rock. They're so good.
They are good, but I have issues with them.
I haven't heard you say a positive thing about a figure in like 3 years, so I take your advice with a grain of salt.
I see good things about Daima Goku, surprisingly. But no, I do like them. It's just there's a few things that really annoyed me, and maybe I'm just a grumpy old man now. They did this.
Oh, you definitely are a grumpy old man, but
yeah,
we still love you.
Yeah.
I have a question. It wasn't from the comments or anything, but how do you guys, if you're able to say or not, how do you guys go about, choosing like reissue, like what reissues as in like normal releases? Like I see a lot of like for Dragon Ball, we get a lot of re-releases, and some of those re-releases might not be, figures obviously, some collectors want, some people might want them, but how do you go about like choosing what gets re-released at what time and things like that? Because I've been wanting some re-releases as well, and the fact that you guys re-released the JJK line recently, which a lot of people obviously wanted, especially Schooner, I think was a really, I guess heaven sent for a lot of collectors who missed out on the first time. So is there like some kind of like plan or something that goes on? Yeah.
So what's interesting is the people who decide the lineup are the R&D development team. The people who make the figures decide what comes next. The small complication is that they're not like marketing people.
Okay. Oh.
So they're doing a lot of it for the love of the game. Whereas the decision for re-releases is probably more of a financial thing. Another thing people don't realize is that re-releasing figures isn't easy. It's not like we already have the mold, so just pump it out. Like you've got to go check and see if the mold's okay. You see if there's been damage over time. You have to see if the new factories and the new like supplies still work out. Costs have gone up in the last years with inflation. Figures how much more is it going to cost? How many do we need? New figures don't create hype, so like. There's a lot of things that evolved at the end of the day, but it's just a re-release. It's it's a thankless job. But a lot of work that goes in, no one's like, oh my gosh, you did such a good job on that re-release. Like you're not going to get a promotion. You're not going to get So a lot of people don't think about it.
Sure.
The people who do have more of an idea. They have a better understanding of how figures work. Akiba is a very good example of that. If I'm releasing this new figure B, then old released figure A is going to work really well together, and having more of this character available will help push this new one. So he has that in his mind. He maps it out very well. All the lines he's in charge of have a good balance of re-releases and current releases, and he keeps it going.
Sure.
Jujutsu Kaisen got passed around to a few people, so it didn't do at all well in the beginning. And that was because the first season of the anime is very average. Like it's a show that builds up with time. Like it gets better. And so there was such a loss made. There was such a loss during that first run of the figures that even if we made a re-release and if the fans said they wanted it, the stores who just know about making money don't want them. Like, why would I buy this figure that I lost thousands of dollars on for the first time? And I'm just going to have the same problem again. And you can tell them, nah, season 2 is popping off and we're doing so much better. And I'm sure and they'll be like, well, my books don't say that. And so there's a lot of work. You got to convince the factories I mean, you got to check the factories, you got to convince the stores. The person in charge has to be like aware of what's happening and work it into their own plan. Also, every release printed is using factory time that could be taken to make a newer figure.
True.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen, a lot of people just, they had a bad memory of that first run. Oh, that was funny. Like, the online Western support for wanting those and the wanting the Toji was so huge, but there was like no reaction inside the country. So no one in Bandai was seeing any want for that.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if I mentioned that told you I'm not R&D. I don't make figures. But that was entirely my baby. Like, I told them when to make it. I told them what to put in it. I told them like when to run it. And we had it on the back burner for a little while. And they're like, should we release the Toji? I was like, no, not yet. We're still getting free engagement. I was like, we're not releasing Toji until less than 5 people are posting where's Toji. Like, if I'm getting 100 where's Toji comments a post, that's 100 free engagement every post. Why would I throw that away?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you touched on one thing that is actually very important, and it's about the shops, right? So I think you get a lot of questions about people asking like, "Oh, why is this premium Bandai? This should be retail." And like, one of the reasons is like, when you make a retail figure, you're selling it wholesale. Like, a company, it doesn't matter like if it's Bandai, Hasbro, Mythics. When they make it, they're selling it to a shop, and then that shop, after that point, they have to start to make their money. But the company that makes the figures already made it, so they're like, "Hey, sweet, I'm out."
Yeah, we already made our money. Like, even if it doesn't sell well, the people losing money are Yodobashi Camera, Yamada Denki. Like, we've already made our cut.
Yeah.
The problem is it doesn't sell well, and they'll never buy anything from you ever.
Yeah. And like, the thing is, with these figures, they're not a high margin product either. It's not like, it's being sold for like, say, $40. They're not making like $20 on it. It's probably like a couple of bucks or 5, 10, whatever. And it's small margin items compared to other products, right?
Yeah. There's a lot more middlemen. So we make it and sell it to that country's distributor.
Yeah.
Here's an example. I'll just make up bullshit numbers. If the figure is $10, it costs us $4 to make. We sell it to them for $6. Then that distributor sells it to the main, like, Yodobashi Camera, which is a toy and electronics store, and it will sell them for like $8.
Yeah,
and then Yodobashi has to sell it to its licensed stores all around the country for $9, and then those stores sell it for $10. So like, there's a huge margin between like what we sold it for and what it does when it hits the store. But that's because there's like 5 middlemen who all have to take like a $2 cut. And so it's a small cut, but after that many people, it does build up.
Yeah. So when a shop, right, a massive retailer, let's say Walmart, they have their area where they have their toys in the US, right? If that spot where they're putting that physical product, which takes up space in their physical store.
Yeah, that's a big
They
one.
need to be selling it fast to recuperate the cost. So if it's something that isn't going to be high volume or there's a high gamble, then they won't take it, right?
Absolutely. Also, the bigger the figure, the less they want it.
Yeah, exactly. Right? If you have one box like the Great Ape or like what's his name, the Great Elder guy, right? It's box
right behind
big.
you.
Yeah, you can have like freaking like 15, 20 different figures in that same spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why. Yeah, if it's something that isn't going to be as popular, then they get shuffled over to Premium Bandai, which, as Clifford said, he prefers Premium Bandai. It is the same, like, no stress pre-order, just jump on, order it, you're done. I like it as well.
I mean, not to be mean, Premium Bandai is great if you're not trying to cheap out. Like, it won't get any cheaper. So that's the one thing. 2, you need to pay for something in advance. And culturally, I feel that's different. In Japan, the pre-order culture is very common. So people don't care about paying for something and not getting it for 2 years, especially if you bought stuff from Good Smile Company. But culturally wise, I don't know if Americans are okay with that. Like the goodwill of paying money and not having something come for a year. And that's just a cultural difference.
Yeah.
Another thing though is because Bandai has the very strict rule of whatever's released in Premium Bandai never gets a re-release in the same format. Like it has to be changed. It has to be retooled. It almost never goes down in value.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you buy every Premium Bandai item and you hold it, and this is again stock, like how much space you got in your house, they'll go up. Like you're almost never going to be at a loss for that. Yet still people are like, nah. I think the biggest complaint is that Premium Bandai isn't worldwide. There's a comment there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's because the infrastructure isn't there. There isn't enough customers. So we're from New Zealand, at least Rockchala and I. Yeah. Amazon, we don't have Amazon.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't warrant having an Amazon factory in a country with only 4.5 million people.
I did not know that. You guys don't have Amazon?
Nope.
No.
No way.
In Australia, right?
No way.
Because they have way more people. They have more people than New Zealand and Sydney.
Yeah.
And so there's not enough customers, there's not enough sales, and it doesn't warrant, like, because you have to be paying for a warehouse to hold it. You need people running the servers. You need staff running the factory. That's a lot of money for what doesn't really work. So everything Premium Bandai in countries that don't have Premium Bandai just get regular release. So they make an extra 5% stock, and each of those countries, their main distributor, which is already small because it's a smaller region, decides how many they want. And a lot of those places are low risk, or they don't have the type of funds to like buy massive bulk. So that country will decide how much they get.
Yeah.
And it also depends on the people running those stores. Not stores, those services are a lot of time not super knowledgeable about anime. So if it's not something they like, here's an example. I won't mention where, but Latin countries, Saint Seiya is very popular.
Yeah. So
the head distributor for Latin countries will buy a lot of Saint Seiya.
Yeah.
But then when we announced the Toji, they didn't watch Jujutsu Kaisen. And to them, it was just another anime figure. Okay. And so a very large Latin-speaking country only ordered 200 pieces of Toji, which for the entire country.
Yeah, which is probably like nowhere near enough to scratch the itch for the...
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then it sells out immediately. Fans complain that there's not enough stock. Hate goes to Bandai, but... And, then they're like, well, we need more. I'm like, well, you should have told us 6 months ago when we started production.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many layers of complexity that people don't really think about or are aware of. And like another thing is like, oh, why don't you just all ship it from Japan to a global one? But then you run into the issues of different countries own the rights for distribution as well for different products as well. So that can become another issue. Some people get the license. Yeah, you can make this product, but you can only sell it in this country.
Absolutely. Logistics is also a nightmare. Like that's a crap load of money.
Sure.
Building an infrastructure there and using it there. Remember, this is all business stuff. And I'll be honest, fans don't care about that. I've sat down with a lot of people at events, and they've asked me, why is this so expensive? Or why does this happen? Or why doesn't my country have Premium Bandai? And I'll explain it to them. And then they'll be like, yeah, but where's my Goku? I'm like, you didn't care. You didn't really want to know. You just wanted to complain, and you wanted your figure.
Man, I love this talk. Like, I probably like this more interesting than the figures itself. This business stuff. Yeah.
I know, right? I always find it really intriguing. Like
it is really interesting.
Yeah. Like, because we've all kind of worked kind of sales adjacent or in similar kind of fields, but different industries. So we have somewhat of an idea, but not industry specific stuff. But as fans, it's really interesting. I know people always ask me about it as well.
I'm going to jump back. There's a few more questions. So we can give these insight about any insight about is the characters chosen for this year's SDC and NYCC?
That's a good question.
So those are basically re-releases, which means, like I said, it's a bit of a thankless job. I don't know. I'll be honest. From my experience, I'll say probably because it was a transitional handover period.
Okay.
When the guy who was in charge, probably he wasn't going to be in charge when San Diego Comic-Con rolled around.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he probably didn't do a lot to get ready for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Then the new guy was given it with like no heads up.
Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Right.
Which would have been little time to research, little time to look into it. What molds are in good condition, and can we move immediately? Also, molds are stupidly heavy, like several tons, thousands of kilograms.
Sure. I would love to see one in real life. I'm so intrigued about it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think I really grasp the size or what they're like.
It's not even that big, but it's just because it's so heavy. Like the metal has to hold it together so there's no leakage. It's like this big.
Yeah.
And it's
I remember seeing some stuff for thinking they had parts of one for Saint Seiya line at one of the Tamashii Nations one year.
Hey, but they only show the main bit at the top.
Yeah.
So that the mold part is like this deep, and then behind it is this much just solid metal.
Yeah.
To keep it weighted down.
Ooh.
So I got to go to the factory, and they're like, "Try to pick it up," and I'm like, "Okay." And like, no, don't try to pick it up. You ruin your back. You will not be able to pick it up. Like we have heavy machinery to move this stuff around.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would assume that the handoff period gave very little time for them to prepare for that, so that they went with whatever was easiest.
Sure.
But I have no idea. The other thing it could be is because there's a Daima Goku in there. Maybe the licensor just wanted to have like people remind that this thing still exists.
Sure.
But there's a lot of things it could have been. Scrolling down, can you tell us the top three lines? In terms of sales?
The horses. I was going to say, shout out to Shiro. Cheers, man, for the donation thing.
You got a donation? Holy crap! You're making bank on these streams. Where's my cut?
I really we can hit up Tokyo Antenna or something. Share the love.
Nah, you know that money was all for 86 anyway.
Yeah.
With that lovely hair, right?
Right?
Exactly.
Can't fight that. You know I'm wearing a hat? Because I'm going bald.
But anyway, coming back to the EE though, I can see maybe two reasons. One, the new guy really wants another ghost for Gotenks. So he saw this as an easy way to get some.
Isn't that just you? Isn't that just you talking?
To be fair, we don't know if it's coming for Ghost, but it's better.
Right.
I don't know.
Hopefully 3 ghosts, because one was too stingy in the first release. And I was thinking like I know in Japan, I actually got all the Daima figures. I haven't done reviews for most of them because they're still in their box. But the one I didn't get was with Super Saiyan Goku because he sold out on Premium Bandai. And since it's Premium Bandai, maybe they saw this as a quick, easy way to do a quick re-release of it as well.
That's
maybe.
True. Only in Japan he sold out.
Yeah.
The pre-orders closed like earlier in Japan because it was a figure that didn't warrant. So some figures have extra capacity. Like the goal is this much, and if we hit it, they left a little bit of a buffer that they can negotiate with the factory to make more. This one, they're like, it's we just do the bare minimum and shuffle along, and it did sell out. So
yeah. Because I was on the fence that should I get, if I buy this, I'm gonna get all the rest. I don't know. I'll buy it. Oh, it's sold out. So didn't hesitate. Just if you want something, just jump on.
That's actually a very good point because they'll be looking at the Japanese marketing data more than overseas. So if it sold well in Japan, they might be thinking, "Oh, that'll do well anywhere."
Fair enough.
I know a lot of people complain that it's still available over there, but I know those are some reasons I thought. But So what was the other question you're going to do, Obi?
Can Obi rank the top 3 lines in terms of sales? That's super easy. It's Kamen Rider, Gundam, and then Dragon Ball. Like, did you even need to ask that question?
I think another good one is look at the size of a booth at Tamashii Nations event, like or with the type of product line. Like the big ones are either doing well or they want it to do well, or they think there's a market there for it, so they're pushing it. I mean,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, thinking about last year's Tamashii Nations, yeah, that's true.
Last year, Dragon Ball, that was kind of okay. It's kind of small, it's just your staple. One Piece and My Hero.
My
were
Hero.
big.
Ooh, man, I worked really hard on that booth.
Dragon Ball 1 was cool. I love that display. But
no, I get you.
Lines like Naruto was just like relegated to the back corner of shame. It felt like you know it's there, but it's not being pushed, along with the other figures all in the same row.
Yeah, I mean, but the idea of that event was make it easy to see. So, like,
yeah,
I feel like that event wasn't. I wasn't happy about that. I'm perfectly honest. For me, Tamashii Nations has always been like, ooh, another sticker. They're just lying around everywhere. That event's about like hyping it up for like the core fans, like for the real collectors, the hardcore, the diehards, which is why you have like super fancy displays and stuff that only a figure collector would get excited about.
Yeah.
Last year's event was very much targeted towards like people walking in off the street, people who don't know what an S.H.Figuarts is. Like the first thing you walk in, it's what is S.H.Figuarts? Like, bitch, it's the middle of Akihabara and I flew like 5 hours to get here. I know what S.H.Figuarts is. So the whole goal was put it on a simple white background and make it very easy to see what's on sale right now. So people could look at the event, then walk across the road and buy it.
Yeah.
So it was more sales orientated, which I mean, from a business standpoint, is fine. But as someone who spent 6 years working on Tamashii Nations and doing stupidly big statues and crazy flying effects videos and stuff, I felt like this wasn't the event. That's not what Tamashii Nations is about. So
yeah,
anyway,
I mean, I do
because of that, it was toned down.
Yeah, I think you do kind of have to cater towards both, though, especially these days with the number of tourists there. I think it is a great opportunity to piggyback off those people that may not be that aware or familiar, and they may be into figures or geeky stuff or whatnot since they're there, but they may not know your product particularly. But yeah,
I think I saw a comment about Naruto too. I'm still like 20 minutes behind in the comments.
Yeah, some guys said about what's going on with the Naruto line. It feels like it's on the back burner. I remember that question.
Yeah. That's right.
So the Naruto line did quite well when I was in charge of it with Ninin Kanno.
Yeah.
And then we were both moved off of it to do other stuff.
Mm.
And then the person took over afterwards. Well, I think she did a really good job. Like those new Naruto figure, the new Sasuke figures in hand are very, very nice figures.
Yeah.
I know you've already complaining about it nonstop.
I was looking at Rock's expression. Yep.
It was. I like what was. I mean, that was one I did like actually, but there was one thing that
I did like actually.
Hang on, I'm trying to remember. Was there anything that? No, overall, I like the Naruto. The hair color drives me nuts. It's different, but those are some nitpicky thing.
Yeah,
but the figure itself, like what you're saying, felt great. Yeah.
So she did a great job with the figure, but you could tell that like there wasn't much love in there. Like there she was just a person who does the job in front of her and does a good job of it.
Sure.
So it was a bit slower. And it's just the difference of people in charge. The new person in charge. So she was only in charge for a year, I think.
Oh, okay.
Not long.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel a bit sorry for her. So she came in saying, I don't want to be making figures. I want to be doing like sales. Like I want to be wearing a suit and going to Yodobashi camera and negotiating like numbers.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, you should make figures. And like, I don't want to do this job. And I mean, you know, if you don't want to be doing it, then it's never going to be the best.
Sure.
And I was really worried about it. And then I saw the figure and I was very, very happy that she did a really good job with that. At the same time, you can see that there was no love in the promotion. Like they put out a random blog like 6 months before the figure went on sale with garbage photos that made it look bad. And then when you get it in hand, it's like, oh, much better.
Yeah. I was going to say, one of the big things that I've noticed the differences. Like in the line revive, there's so much promotion, so much hype around every release and teasers, and that's one thing, that you did really good. And it was fun, and it made you excited for next stuff. But then that kind of dropped off, and then the top 99 stuff happened, and then I think it took a little bit of a wind down, and then just felt like it was kind of similar stuff over and over. And then it got boring, and then it didn't really give a hype back a little bit, and then there's kind of a long periods of not really any news or anything, and just kind of trucks along, and other things come along, right? But yeah, same for new Jiraiya. I kind of like it, but same for Kurapika. It really drives me nuts how there's like the cuts and the outer jumper. Like there's these
the slits.
Yeah. Like you already have it done really well on the previous figure, but now you've kind of changed the design. I don't think in the way that was for the best, or maybe it's just like annoys me. Maybe it's OCD or just like weird things.
That's just you're bad at posing, man.
No, that's not posing.
I mean, honestly, what you're asking is, I prefer I prefer having training wheels on my figure.
No, it's got not to that, but it's the weird and the cut and the jacket thing. It's just
well,
like,
that's what lets you do this. Like,
but
do you want an easy to move figure that stops here, or do you want like that extra range?
That last one could do that though.
Not that well.
It's softer bends anyway.
I'm like, I mean, like, how much do you need? There's definitely figures to argue for over articulation.
Yeah,
like this extra 3 parts, which now pop off every time I move it too far, and spent 10 minutes putting it back together. Does that warrant the extra millimeter of articulation I'm getting?
Yeah.
And it's very true for some figures, not for others. Naruto's my baby, and I will defend it and blame you for everything you say badly about it.
Yeah,
and it really depends on the person as well. You know, whether how high
what you want in it.
Articulation. Yeah, what you want in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
I'm trying to pull something off my back desk.
Right.
Yeah, I do agree. Jiraiya does need faces. Yeah.
I've recently, got some Revoltech stuff.
Yep.
Having only really ever played with Good Smile Company and S.H.Figuarts, that was a whole new beast. Like, I don't know how these things move. Like, the knees are different. The arms are different. And I just couldn't do it. And I'm like, this sucks and it's not fun. But that's not the figure's fault. That's me having zero knowledge about Revoltech and thinking it's going to be the exact same thing.
Right.
In the same way I hated Good Smile Company when I first played with it. I'm like, oh, why do the joints keep popping out? This is garbage. And then you get used to it.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. You do have to kind of learn the how each figure's engineered, how you're meant to articulate, or which way you can move, or how a joint can or cannot move, right? It is all part of it. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it's different. Like, what people want is different. There's very few perfect figures, to be honest.
Yeah, very much so.
But back to Naruto, they've changed the person in charge again. And so the person in charge now, I don't know how much he loves Naruto or not, but he is someone who loves figures and loves making figures.
That's important. Yeah.
And he also loves being praised for doing a good job. So, like, his motivation to get it done well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, come on, you guy.
Yeah. Come on, kid Sakura.
I mean, you gotta get like Toji levels of people behind that, man. You gotta start a campaign, get the hashtags going.
There we go, guys. That's what you need.
So you hear that, guys? Everyone go just spam all the Tamashi posts saying, "Where's Kid Sakura? Need Kid Sakura."
Yeah.
I understand why you guys haven't done it. I do wish we got it. It bugs me not having the complete set.
That's your OCD at you again, though.
I know it is, but yeah, I would love some more OG Naruto love though, like for the earlier ones.
Oh
yeah, definitely. Also like Lee and then Guy Sensei would be great. No Boruto, we don't need that crap. Get out of here, Shido.
Has the new Naruto head revealed one of his figures yet? No. Like I said, it takes about 8 months, and he's only just taken over in April. So he'll be finishing up the jobs initiated from the previous person. But that means he'll have the chance to polish them up and change it to the ways he likes them. Yeah. And then his actual first figure will probably be announced at the end of the year.
Nice. Cool. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Does community feedback ever reach back to Tamashii Nation designers and influence changes, or is it just kind of noise? When I was in charge, I made a report every month. Actually, Rockchala here, he gets a Discord survey at the end of the year and gets everyone's information and submitted that to me, and I submitted that to the department in like a massive 150 people meeting. So there was a lot more transparency, and people saw what happens. I mean, some people that's what foreigners say, I don't understand, I don't care. Other head designers would come up to me afterwards and be like, I really appreciate that information, could you give me some more about that? And I would follow up with people. So it depends who's in charge of promotions and how they're submitting that information. I don't know who's doing it now. I don't know if that's continued. I don't know if they've asked Rockchala for his feedback recently.
No, and to be fair, I didn't actually put up the surveys for the end of last year because you were kind of changing, and then I got busy, and then no one asked. It's like, okay, cool, I just forgot.
So it's all Rockchala's fault.
Yeah, blame me.
Another. I actually want to say this is another thankless job. The amount of effort this man puts in for the community, and he's not getting paid for this. He's like, no. I didn't even ask him for that report. Just 1 year he made it and gave me this beautiful package with like 50 pages of graphs and information about all the S.H.Figuarts lineup. And I'm like, I will take this and pretend that I did everything and get a big bonus.
That's the way.
I mean, how else am I meant to say we need Pilaf if I can't make a graph showing everyone wants Pilaf?
There we go, guys.
This is completely off topic. As I said, I'm in charge of the Dragon Ball Masters card game.
Yeah.
I'm currently interviewing for backup MCs. Just because sometimes conflicts in schedule. One of the girls who applied for the job said her favorite Dragon Ball character was Shu. I'm like, what kind of low cut is that? Like, whose favorite character is Shu? And then I thought of you and Pilaf, and I was like, oh.
Nice. Hopefully she gets the job.
Anything new going on with the Berserk line? Is there a new designer handling it? Yep, so there's a new person handling it. So the girl who is in charge of that, who is probably I think one of the best figure makers in our whole company, up there with Akiba. She's in another division, same as me, just got shuffled around to somewhere else. But yep, there's a new guy in charge of it. He's also the same guy that made the new Jujutsu Kaisen figures, if it gives you an idea for what his work's like.
Cool. Nice.
I also say the last figure that the previous girl got going.
Yeah.
So there is one more figure that she made that hasn't been announced yet.
Ooh.
And it looks good. It looks very, very good.
Looking forward to that.
So I gotta say, the Berserk line so far has probably been one of my favorite ones from Tamashii in terms of aesthetic articulation. There's issues with the first one, but that was rectified. That was addressed, I'd say. And even with those issues, there was still a very beautiful looking figure as well. So yeah, definitely keen to see where those ones go.
They steadily going up.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting seeing like amongst all the different lines that Tamashii has done, right? You can kind of see the different areas that people focus on more so, I guess. Like the Berserk line was very much aesthetic, is very important, so they have a very good finish on everything. Whereas other figures, it's more just like, especially by the jump stuff, is more of a base plastic, but it's more just to get the character design looking right, and then I guess articulation kind of comes in. Like,
people in charge have different priorities. An example, the guy who first did the Jujutsu Kaisen line, was just a kind of like a generic worker. I'm not being mean, but like he just got his job done. He did what his senpai taught him.
Sure.
Yeah. So make sure the articulation works. Make sure that's on point. But didn't really have any one thing he focused on. I do remember one of the hardest things he had to do though was making that Yuji. He had to make Kokusen, before it appeared in the anime.
Okay. Oh.
And so he only had black and white manga pages as reference to what it would look like, which is why the color is wrong.
Yeah.
And so, like, even Shueisha and the anime studio hadn't decided what color it would be. So when they submitted it for approval, it's like, yeah, that seems fine. Yeah. And then when animation came around, they changed the color. So, like, those were some of the complications he had. Versus the lady who took over after him, was like, and I love this girl, but she's like hardcore Fujoshi, like 3D men are disgusting, 2D for life. Which is why when she took over, and you have the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero figures, the face sculpt way better.
Oh
yeah, she's like, it's my husband. How would I degrade my husband and not have him look so handsome? And, like, that sort of passion comes through in the quality. One of my favorite stories in the company. I probably shouldn't share this, but the Jujutsu Kaisen line didn't do well. But she loves Gedo, and she wanted to make the Gedo figure, and they're like, not worth it. The line's bleeding money. We're not making any more. And in a meeting of like 50 people, she crawled and
that's the good part.
Exactly. I know, right? But she got off her chair and crawled in front of the big boss and then laid down on the ground flat and begged in like full prostrated pose on the ground, and was like, please let me make this. I promise I'll do a good job. I promise it will sell.
She did an amazing job.
And she did an amazing job.
She did an amazing job.
She moved out of our division 3 years ago.
Right.
And has been working with Bandai Namco Entertainment making games.
Okay.
One thing I'm very excited for, she just came back April. So
nice.
I don't know what she's in charge of, but anything she makes. My only thing is she does a great job of the figures.
Sure.
She doesn't make what will sell, she makes what she wants to want.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's got that level of passion, you know. Yeah.
Right. Because I think one thing you said is interesting. Like the first guy they did it was like did what he's told, maybe nothing passionate thing, but the early Jujutsu Kaisen figures, especially like Yuji, Gojo, some of my favorite figures to play with. Like they just feel nice, they look good, nothing particularly amazing or stellar about them, but just overall they're just solid. Like you can't really have any one big negative about them. There's no real massive positive. They're just amazingly average.
Amazingly average.
I know, right? That's a bad way to say it, but they're just so nice to play for.
Yeah. No, I get you. That's another reason why the Berserk line is good. Like there was always something in there like, oh wow, like Zod, like that fluffy coat fur.
Yeah.
Like again, they did a bad job of promoting that. I didn't even notice it until like I did the unboxing video. But there's always something in it that wowed you a bit, which is cool.
Yeah. Like one thing says like the Berserk line was very much everything was wow. This like the leather on his sword or the sheath was always amazing. But going back to the Jujutsu Kaisen, like the first one was amazingly average, and then you can see like from the Geto or Gojo, like they just get like amazing faces. The parts were cool. Like they definitely get a bit more wow factory. And definitely really enjoy the Jujutsu Kaisen line overall.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do something for Shido. I just need to stare at the camera for a bit.
Oh.
Is he gonna like do a 3D scan of your head? And
I was gonna read my mind and find out what the next Dragon Ball figures are. I don't know if they were finalized, but the upcoming Dragon Ball figures look. Well, I haven't seen the figures. I've seen the selection of who's being made. Very exciting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be excited for Pilaf. I mean,
sure,
right?
We never deny anything like what's happening with Bleach. Can't say anything that hasn't been announced. Sorry. If I will say one thing, so in Bandai we get swapped. It's always a trade. So if I went to CARD. Somebody from CARD came and replaced me. The person who replaced me is so insanely into Bleach. Like, I wouldn't put it past her to like force the company to make more Bleach figures.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah. So I think one thing, like, I think it's important, or maybe interesting to say, is like, obviously with a company, like, people move around, and often, like, obviously big IP or really pumping series will take priority, but there's always other projects going on or people that need to work on stuff, and some of it does come down to the kind of passion projects, what people want to do as well, right? If there's a selection, I really want to make this instead of this. If you have like 5 options, so what fans want may not necessarily align with what the people working there want to do either, especially if it's not like a huge series that has to be done right. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's another thing, you know. Everyone wants different stuff, and it's hard to the Japanese market, the foreign market, and at the end of the day, it's a Japanese company who prioritize what they can see in front of their face. So it is different. But I feel like what I've seen, if it goes through, is interesting enough that anyone's going to be happy.
Sure.
Different enough, maybe, be the better way to say it.
Interesting.
Thoughts on... Sure.
I was going to say, definitely keen to see what is going to come.
Tamashi, thoughts on the Marvel Gamerverse line so far? I think it's amazing. I think you should buy all of it because I was in charge of it. I think it's a really great line. I really love it. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's like an 8.5 out of 10. Like, what should have been the best Cyclops ever had 1 or 2 issues that kept it from being the best. What should have been the best Spider-Man ever had 1 or 2 issues that kept it from being the best. Like, I think my expectations were so high that...
Oh, did Obi freeze? Or is
he's just pondering his expectations.
Pondering? Damn, it's like,
how long was I gone?
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just summarize it quicker instead of saying the same thing long again. It's the Gamerverse line it's close. Like it's almost, I think my expectations are so high that those little mistakes stand out more than they do in other figures.
I think I suffer the same issue. More so lately with more figures I've been buying. Yeah,
that OCD, man. I don't know how you collect figures when you have like... I know. Such
but like it's more like the more I collect or the more other lines I got into, I can see how they've done it in another line. It bugs me they don't do the same in the other one. And it is a little bit like comparing apples to oranges. They're not the same, but they kind of are. And that's
they're both fruit.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's those small things where, like, man, if they'd done this one thing slightly differently, it would have been amazing. And I get hung up on those points a bit too much, I think. Like, I'm trying not to, try and be a bit more positive, channel my inner 86, you know, and just be happy about everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I complain about stuff, just, you know, probably not as vocal as, you know, some other people, you know.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with most things. Yeah.
I mean, we still buy it. Even if I'm annoyed at things, I'm still like overall happy, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't buy, I mean, like you and me, we've been, and obviously Obi, because, you know, he works in, you know, this field, but you kind of know what you're getting yourself into before you buy something, right? You know, even if it is completely brand new, you can see from the promotional pictures, and even if it is something completely brand new, you kind of, you know to some extent what you're getting into. So I don't buy anything that I don't necessarily will like dislike and just to say it's crap just for like news or anything. So just really have that kind of positive kind of,
Right.
I'm not going to mention people, but there's an influencer, Rockchala, and I, we've talked about him, who's very negative about stuff, and he's pissed on Tamashii Nations and his content for years and years, and like he's just done a very good job of making me dislike him in general.
Yeah.
I just started the One Piece Instagram account for the card game.
Okay.
One of the first influencers to reach out was that guy, like, I love the card game so much, we should do something together. And I'm like, you have picked the worst person to fuck with if that's what you wanted to do. I'm just like, block, delete, bugger off.
Yeah. But yeah, very small world. You shouldn't. I don't know. I don't get people just endlessly hate on stuff, but I like anything I read from a channel. Like everything is only stuff that I personally wanted to buy, or maybe I've been gifted from a friend. Like it's not something that I wouldn't ever get myself. So when I'm criticizing stuff, it is normally just things that do actually bug me about it as a actual person who wants this.
Yeah, I mean, and I know it's you're not saying the whole figure is bad. You're pointing out the parts that you would wish there was improvements.
Yeah. Right. It's just. And I think like you said, like you mentioned one thing like bad posing. Yeah, I suck at posing a lot of the time.
Oh, but, me too, like, man. You're better than I am.
Like the thing is though, people buy a figure for different reasons. Some buy it for posing because they're freaking badass at it. Like they just love doing it.
People.
I know, right?
86, man, your stuff's been on point this like last year. Like, I don't know what happened, but
yeah.
Oh man, I thought you were one of us, you traitor. You got like good.
Right?
I'm still one of you.
But like, yeah, so some people like 86 are fiends at posing. Others just love having a representation of a character that they love, right? And maybe they don't really pose it a little bit. Others just love collecting, or just playing around. But I think one thing or some people really love the aesthetic side, right? But I think for me, like, it's the playability. Like, I kind of like a bit of everything. So I'm not just strong on aesthetic or just posing, but I want to have fun playing with it. So when things are annoying to pose, or parts just easily fall off, or if you have to change like a part on it, it should be easy. Like for me, it's just more like the usability of the end feel or the in-hand feel is important. I guess I prioritize that a bit more. So if I need to change a part, it should be easy to change, like changing an arm or head. It shouldn't be a mission to do that. And yeah, like that's one thing that really drives me nuts on some figures. Like
those things are a nightmare.
Yeah, like the recent one of my biggest gripes with the new Goku figures. I overall really like them, except for the head joint. How you have to pull the head off and attach the peg at the back. Like this design just drives me absolutely insane. And it's my con for these figures, right? But I know we're going to be stuck with it now, and it's a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I can appreciate that. One of the ones I hated the most was the Stardust Dragon for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Common with a lot of figures with wings, but it'll be ball joint to ball joint. Like if one of them's locked down, then you just pop it on the top. Like a headpiece. It's very easy. It comes off, it goes on.
Yeah.
Like this is almost locked in. But when they both move, you push it, it's like whee!
Yeah. That's the issue with this one. But like the Daima Goku. Oh, pulled wrong part. But like I love how you guys updated the design. So the ball, I guess, joint has a split in it, so it will pop on and off easier. Like that design's amazing, and it's easy. You can just pull up and it's just straight and a hard peg. Like the usability or the way you can play with it just becomes so much nicer and easier for the end user. And like I think it's that type of stuff which I'm valuing more. Yeah, or it's like the folded arms, right? Like they drive me nuts. A lot of the time, there's just too much of a mission to switch on and off. But when they're done right, it's like chef's kiss, amazing. I love it. But the majority of the time, I'm like, I've got no patience for this. I'm just like, no, fuck it. It's just
definitely the way to go.
So yeah, I don't know about you guys. Like, what you guys kind of value more when you're buying stuff? Like for you, 86, what are you?
Yeah. I was actually gonna ask the same thing.
Well, I mean, like if it's, I don't. Obviously, I like posing my figures and I like playing with my figures as well. But as long as it can do what the character is meant to do from the source material, I'm happy. If the character is not Spider-Man, it doesn't have to do Spider-Man poses. But if it is Spider-Man, then it has to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's my main thing. Yeah.
No, one of my favorite complaints from people in line with that was like Ferdinand from Freeland can't move at all. The skirt's going to get in the way of the articulation. I'm like, bitch, what poses are you trying to do with Fern? She just stands there and points a stick.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. So yeah.
Same. Like that one, I had no issue with either. I think that's one part that's important. Is like what a character is designed to do. It should be able to do it. And like I know a lot of people these days are complaining about gaps, right? So for example, like the new Goku, when you're being forward, you get a gap in the back, and like it doesn't matter. It's articulated figure. It's got joints. There's going to be gaps to one extreme.
People were modding the like Saiyan Rays on Earth, like Goku, like crazy. Anyway, cutting that tab. So I mean, if they're doing it anyway, why are they complaining now?
Exactly. But to be fair, it's probably different people. The people that don't complain about it probably love it. Right?
Yeah, true. Different people, yeah.
It is. But to me, if you get to that point, it's like, maybe his statue's better, right? Like,
yeah, if you're not going to burst it around.
Yeah. But the gaps don't bother me. It sounds like the Rivertech ones, I think they kind of get a bit more gaps because they're designed for high articulation, right?
Sure.
And that's fine. As long as like the in-hand feel, for me, like it feels solid when you move it is good and you don't have the issues like I definitely had like so many of my Dragon Ball figures I keep getting like when I get them like parts will fall off. Or there's a super loose lead here and there, and that part's been quite frustrating as well. But I do want to highlight like in the review for the Goku, the arm came off real easy several times. But now that I've jammed it on there like really hard, it's been fine. So if people have had issues with the arm falling off, just try to yam it on really hard and maybe it'll be fine. There could be, dust or like, I don't know. When you got your one, 86, did your hands feel really weird after touching it?
No, like I was lucky. I got 2 of these and both of them were actually really good. I think
that's what you said there. So lucky. Like I had to go wash my hands like 2 or 3 times while doing the review for this figure. I've never had to do that before. So I'm wondering if there's a lot more like dust or residue left on the figures that were kind of stopping the joints from correctly, going in as far as I could maybe. Now that I've played with it quite a bit, I don't have that weird feeling in hand and the joints fine. I don't know. So if anyone else was having weird issues, maybe just try and give the figure a good wipe down, then connect. I don't know.
Yeah. I just was thinking, so being in the industry and having you bastards who like have really nice photos and take things cool, like, I mean, I wish I have an account where I try to do that. I have kids. I have lots of work. I haven't really had a chance to post anything, but
sure.
I like the community and I wanted to be more part of it. But I'll be honest, the most use my figures get these days, and I think I've just accepted this is how I enjoy them, is I don't display them. I'm not taking photos of them. It's literally while we were just sitting here having a conversation, I like to just play with it in my hand. So like just pop out Leorio, I just make a little punch fit pose. And this is for no one but me. And just watching the new episode of some anime and holding a figure in hand and just playing with it while the show, that's what brings me the most pleasure from these things.
Oh yeah.
And if something cool happens, I may take a little shot on my cell phone, but it's not the quality of sharing with anyone. That's just for me. My wife will come home and like, honey, what do you think of this thing I thought? And she's like, oh, that's nice, dear. Pat, just walk away. But I think, if you're enjoying it, then that's all that really counts.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why I value the in-hand feel so much more these days, because like often, like what you see behind me is normally if I'm working, I'm sitting on the other side of this desk. I'm just sitting there. Maybe if I'm in a meeting, no camera on, right, I will just have one on my desk and I'll just play with it. That's why I absolutely loved the Daima Goku.
Yeah,
it was such a fun figure to play with. Like the in-hand posing, everything felt great. Same with why I love the original Yuji figure. The original Naruto figure. So I had like the Naruto was sitting on my desk for ages. I just like fiddle with it, chuck it into a pose here and there. Just I'm always fiddling with stuff. I think I put a video or a reel on Insta recently about the Pokemon finger puppet things. Like
Oh
these.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had a Meowth, right? I've got a Louis Godzilla now. On my desk upstairs, I've got like a Gogeta one. And when I'm just sitting, I'm just always like fitting with stuff in my hands, right? So if it's not like one of these, it'll be like a Teflon is posing it. So I think that's why, yeah, the in-hand feel, definitely right up there. So when a figure feels nice in hand, it's always like, yeah.
I'll agree with you there because, like I said before, the difficulty I had with my what's upstairs, my Stardust Dragon. Yeah. I'm never touching that figure again. Like, it's posed, it's hung off of the ceiling with fishing wire, and if it gets dusty, I don't give a shit. That's never coming down. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to see it. Well, I want to see it, but I don't want to touch it. Like, yeah.
It's like I collect I did collect like the Transformers Masterpiece stuff, right? And I got Starscream, the new one's like, fuck yeah, awesome, woo! Yes. And I try to transform it as a script. It's like script shelf, not touching again. And it's kind of probably the last one I bought. It's like, okay, this stuff is just like too much of a mission to transform and stuff, and yeah, it's like, okay, I'll just stick with simple figures. But yeah, I think in-hand feel, changing parts as long as it feels solid in the hand is so important to me nowadays. Definitely. Yeah. But yeah, what else? Also,
I want to address one comment because it's starting to annoy me. Your Zakura family S.H.Figuarts. I have no idea. Stop asking.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Tordings do sup nerds. Yep. Howdy.
I'm a nerd. I will accept that sup.
Yep. Tamashi is at a point where they don't make anything truly bad outside of dun da da dun da 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 dun da da dun.
Yeah, but that's again the person in charge.
They look good though. So I will say
the problem with the guy who made that is he's one of our best employees. In the fact that he's one of the only people in the company who's good at management.
Oh, okay.
So everyone else is creators. They're like passion for the figure, and I'm a brilliant sculptor, or I have a vision. This guy's like, your work is late. I need you to like do the spreadsheets, make sure you submit your bills in on time. Like he's the best manager we have.
Yeah.
And because he's spending 80% of his time managing, means he had very little time to like get in on the figures like that. Don't mean to blame him. It's thanks to him that half of those lines aren't burning in debt and line, but yeah, he didn't get to put in the amount of time needed for those to go through, which was unfortunate. They're making them again, aren't they? And I think a different person's in charge this time. So
okay,
like the different outfit, didn't they announce?
They did, yeah.
Like so that's somebody else. So I think they accepted that. Like, if we want him to be keeping a good manager, then we don't give him figure jobs.
Yeah. I think it's very fair. Like, people excel at different areas, right? With jobs, like you can definitely. It's always interesting looking at all the different lines. Like, I think that's why I mentioned before. Like, before I started collecting different lines outside of Dragon Ball, out of just one main franchise, kind of started seeing like the points. Like, I think it was the Naruto figures that came out were amazing. The ankle joint just like blew my mind. It was so good. And then like you get the new line was announced, Jujutsu Kaisen, and they don't use the same joint. I'm like, you have the perfect one. Why did you not like? Yeah.
I mean, there's I just put him back in his box. But like one of my favorite parts is like the audio pocket part where you just put the pocket hand on and you lay it on top of it. Now some people don't like that because it'll like lift a little bit off, but it's so much easier than having to like, because Trunks, you had to swap out his entire waist.
Oh yeah.
I
think there's been 3 or 4 different designs for that.
Different legs. So you took the legs off, then you took the hands off, then you plugged them into there, and it was all the swapping for one pose.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looks better when it's done, but like, man, I just want to play with this figure on the couch. I don't want to spend 5 minutes just to put his hands in his pocket.
Exactly.
And again, as I said, it comes down to what are you looking for? What are you getting? If you're a figure photographer, then that's going to look way cleaner. You're going to have to do less editing after the fact.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be putting in an hour into a photo shoot, then you're going to want it to look the best.
Yeah.
If you're me and all you want to do is do a funny pose and change that funny pose in 10 seconds time, then what you're looking for in the figure is different.
Yeah. I think, that's definitely one of the points, right? Like, I take photos of the figures, but it's probably not my priority either. I just like taking photos. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's not figures, it'll be something else. It just so happens that I enjoy collecting figures. I just kind of combine two hobbies, right?
Yeah.
But then some people just purely straight on like doing toy photos is their thing. So that's why what they're after is, like you said, like it doesn't matter if it takes them 5 hours to get that pose right. As long as they can, they'll spend the time to minutely adjust every single point. Whereas
I have a question for Eightysixed. As someone who has now entered the realms of epic figure photography, like, has that changed what you look for in a figure? Or
me?
Yeah.
Okay, so figures that have more detail definitely photograph better, obviously.
Yeah.
But because obviously, like the details catch light better, they show the details more, and it makes for a more interesting shot. But yeah, I think like in terms of like getting numbers and shooting what I like, that varies very differently as well.
No, I've heard this from other people.
Yeah. Like sometimes I'll take something that I really enjoy shooting, but it just gets absolutely no views at all. Which I don't care. I usually just shoot what I want. But obviously you do have to feed the algorithm from time to time.
Yeah.
But I find that a lot of figures that have detail work really well, and lines that have scale different work really well, and that really grabs people's attention. Like, and not having the same kind of scale figure, but having something that's a little bit bigger, a character that's a little bit bigger, or a character that's a little bit smaller, that usually grabs a lot of attention as well. But in terms of like, do I choose figures or do I buy figures now because of photography? Yeah, sometimes, I guess. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'll grab something. Obviously, there has to be that I do have to like it to actually, want to buy it. But recently I have been a couple of figures that maybe I probably wouldn't have bought if it wasn't, I guess, for a photograph. But I guess it does make a little bit of a difference now.
Do you have an example of a figure that you kind of bought more for the photo, or that was what kind of tipped you over the edge to buy it? Maybe on the fence?
Well, a good example is that it's not a like an action figure. It's the Rika that I bought recently.
It's a statue, but
it's a statue, right? It complements Yuji so well. Again, it's highly detailed. It's big scale. It's probably something that I don't usually collect, but I really wanted to take a photo with Yuta. So
was that the Good Smile one?
No, it's the Ichiban Kuji, the last one.
It was a prize one.
It was just
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah. Okay.
So that's an example, I guess.
Yeah, there's definitely a few things like that I'll go and buy just because I think it would be cool to go with some photos.
Yeah, right. Like an
One
accessory or something.
So recently I've been talking a lot more with Jorge.
Yeah.
So and he's gotten me really into head swaps.
Yeah.
That's way more fun than I thought it was going to be. And so I think I'm going to get the new I forgot his name, that something wants to be Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah.
That's because I want that body. Like monthly. What?
Yeah. Well, I checked like on Yodobashi like a couple of days ago. It's gone.
Well, it's a regular release. It'll be
it's a regular release. Yeah.
Which means I'll have to go in the morning. Because stuff that's sold out in Yodobashi immediately is normally sold out within like 24 hours of hitting the store. And pro tip for anyone in Japan, Tamashi Nation store is the most expensive place to buy figures. That store was made with the promise we would never undercut the competitors. So every store around there has like a discount of even like 2% off, just so that they can sell out first. So normally I'll check all the surrounding stores, and if they're out of stock, then I'll go back to Tamashi Nations and buy it there.
Yeah.
But with the case of Spider-Man, or with the case of Yuji when he came out, when I was looking at those other stores, Tamashi Nations sold out in 2 hours from opening. Yeah. And I got boned and missed out on both of those figures actually.
Yeah. I'm hoping the Jujutsu Kaisen stuff gets another release because they sold out fast. Like going back to it'd be nice to get like Toji, Yuji, even Yuta, and the next one, some more re-releases.
Yeah.
Because the recent Yuji 120%, he sold out fast. I think you got a couple, right? 86?
I did, yeah. I did.
Same. All right, just because this one definitely went for VFX.
Told you must be coming right. Thank you.
But yeah, someone mentioned the recent cable as well. And even I have that one. They're like, seriously, the detail on like the Kyoto one, absolutely amazing. I think we've all got one actually.
No, I was really about to say, it's one of the few figures. I've been wanting the original cable for years. I think that figure looks amazing. Also, the design, it's such a good combination of different versions of cable, like the original comic art, and it also matches really well with like the Gamerverse design of cable.
It does.
I've wanted that figure for so long, and then they had the version 2.0, so I had to get that. And again, that's Revoltech, right? Like
it is.
It looks amazing, but you got to accept that you got to be careful with stuff like that.
I was pushed this one really hard, and that was just on me. I was pushing, pulling, twisting, and actually giving this stuff the a rough time to like play around, just push its limits. And seriously, man, like the joints feel so good. It's just on that one there, I broke the glue part. I just have to put a little bit of glue and big old one. But yeah, the join this one here, man.
I will say things about making figures. There's definitely like that expectation level. Like if I break a Revoltech, I assume it was my fault. Like I didn't understand the figure. They're a like a higher level of collector's figure that's made for like a pro to play with. You don't give a Revoltech to a middle school kid and say have fun. Like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I break an S.H.Figuarts, I think it's S.H.Figuarts' fault. Like it's the same situation, but it's the expectation I hold towards the brand. Like I can give this S.H.Figuarts to my 5-year-old kid, and he's not going to break it. Is my assumption.
Yeah, definitely. I would say you touch a very important part. Like to me, a Hasbro is basically a child will not break it. If it does, it's 100% on the company for making a crap product. Generally speaking, or that child is just a beast, right? But then like Figuarts is like the next step up where if you're not careful, you can break it from pure user error, but you also have to be kind of a bit
like there's common sense to using a figure like
common sense, right? Like obviously this joint, if you change the part, if you pull it straight, it's not going to break. But if you do it on an angle where you're putting the force in the wrong way, of course it's going to break. If you've been to school, you kind of learn some simple, science stuff, right? Most likely. So like if you're a young kid, I can understand someone might have made a mistake, but if you're older, I think it's pretty common sense that you won't. Mistakes happen, and maybe over time get brittle, but it's more on still the same side where like you're saying about it's more on the company making a bad choice. They maybe used like their joints too thin as should have been thicker, or it could be a design choice or limitation that could have led to it being easier to break, right? But the Revoltech one again is next level where it's definitely more artisanal. Like it's definitely a bit more on the delicate side, going for the aesthetic or the high articulation, and it's really down to like the user as well.
No, there definitely is And man, this would take forever to explain, and we talked about it before, but there's a difference in Japan between the history of companies that are a hobby company versus a toy company.
Yeah.
And there are things you can't do as a toy company. Like the paint can't scratch, the material has to be durable. Every Tamashi toy has a 2-story drop test where the box is thrown out of a 2-story window and the figure has to not be damaged in the blister.
Okay.
Hobby companies have none of those restrictions.
Sure.
Which is why Revoltech toys, if you move them around too much, the paint rubs off because it's paint over the top of a type of plastic, which gets you better toning, better look, better matte effects, but the durability goes way down. And so I think Tamashi does the best they can with the restrictions they have.
Yeah.
And at the other time, Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, not having those restrictions takes it as far as they can in that direction, where we don't have to worry about durability, so we're gonna throw that away in replace in exchange for some of the best looking detailing you're gonna get in the figure.
Sure.
Yeah. Like it is interesting. Like at the end of the day, you're making the same product, but you're coming at it from different starting points, right? And like where the end goal can be is going to be different as well, because based on those restrictions you mentioned, and it could also be the demographic as well. Like people are buying one figure, you know that their price point is in this range, and if you go beyond that, it's not really going to sell, so you're more restricted. Whereas other people, like for other lines, they know like people are going to buy it and they're going to spend the money on it because they want the best that they can get for that. So for like people who are Hot Toys, right? They know that the people are going to spend like $500-$700 on this figure because they want something that big. They want something that can do this. Yeah, I know. It's always interesting seeing all the different types of companies making figures and what we're aiming for, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think it's good that they specialize in that. The worst thing you can try and do is be an all-rounder, and then you're not really supplying to any different market.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I noticed that there aren't any surveys anymore. I will mention that. I will mention every now and then to Tamashi Nations that I think something's a bad idea. Like the other week when they posted 4 unboxings in a row within like 2 hours. I was like, that's not how the algorithm works. That was a bad idea. So they have a chat in the company that's like OB's advice, and I just throw ideas at them. I'll put in, I'll throw in do more surveys again, like even little simple ones, like after the figure comes out, be like, how was the new Yuji? What did you think about it? Yeah. And if you send that in and show R&D, then that can inspire them to re-release it or do more like that. So it's definitely a good thing to do. All right, I'll send them a message. All right, well, we'll sneak in a question on every survey. Is like, would you be interested in an S.H.Figuarts pilaf?
Yes.
You could be damaging yourself. If everyone says no, then they'll never get it.
Yeah.
No, you need to word it like, why do you want to buy pilaf? Why will you buy pilaf?
And have the answers be yes, very yes, and because he's the greatest character ever, and no other option.
Yeah, exactly. Now you know how data works.
I throw another question. What are other lines you would have liked to see in it, Tamashi? I feel everyone can answer this, so let's go with 86.
Oh, I think we talked about this before you came, but I want GTO.
Yeah.
Great teacher.
Oh!
Yeah, him, his bike, goofy, pervy expressions. I'm good. Yeah,
and then do like an exclusive version of him in the monkey suit, because seriously, man, that scene with Rockchala, the PTA movement,
outfits. Yeah,
I don't know if that'd be okay in this day and age, putting an Asian man in a monkey suit.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. What about you, man? Rockchala.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like we've talked about this a few times.
Both of you,
we really want.
Yeah,
we really want Onizuka. For when we're talking about like old series, right? I mean, and for new ones, I really want more Shangri-La Frontier.
We
got some like
that show, too many people sleep on. That's such a good series that just doesn't get the attention it deserves. It's very unfortunate.
Seriously,
Like the figures are good
weekly
too.
manga with art that should not be that good.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
crazy.
if you haven't read the manga, go read it for Shangri-La Frontier. It is amazing. The anime is really good too, but the manga, seriously, like the expressions, freaking hell, they crack me up. But the art and the fight is really good, crisp, clean, detailed. The story is interesting. Yeah, seriously, it's a sleeper. Like, too many people just kind of didn't really look at it. They just saw a goofy naked guy in a bird mask and thought, "What's this crap?"
Yeah, right. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. So
Um,
86, go watch it. That and Freedom.
You haven't seen Freedom?
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, I get you. I would have complained a lot, but I haven't seen almost anything for a year. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, Sakura would be very cool.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I kind of want the visual ones you guys did as well, actually. Be cool, but a remake would be nice.
What about you, Obi?
It's a tough one, like because I know the background. Like there are brands that I know that I want to see that will never happen because of the licensing.
Yeah.
And so to even bring it up, just because I got it in my hands, this isn't something I want. It's something I think we should have done. Was solo leveling.
Oh yeah, solo leveling. Yeah.
That would have been easy money, and I'd actually pitched that 5 years ago before the anime was even announced.
Right.
And it's just one of those things where, like, inside the country, you know, it wasn't that popular, but overseas it blew up. So like this is the United Arena card game. It's my solo leveling deck. It's sold out instantaneously overseas. Like they made this knowing it was only going to be for foreigners, and this one card is like $1,000.
Just holding it like that. Hey. $1,000.
Here's my 50 of them. They call me Seto Obi. Maybe no one got that joke. Cool.
No, with all three boys, right? Just rip it up in front of your face, right, man?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not like I don't have 2 of them.
Oh, flexing there.
All right, so there's 4 in the deck, and the other 2 are not special. But I must say, being in the card department has kind of broken my sense of money. Like I used to complain about this. Like I bought it, pre-ordered it. I knew the price would go down, but I wanted to support Metal Gear, so I pre-ordered it at full price.
Nice.
And I was like, that was almost $300. I'm like, ow, like, oh, that was rough. Yet somehow I've spent $800 on Magic the Gathering singles in the last month.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Yeah. Why did you stop playing?
I got back into Magic.
I got out of card games. I do miss it though. Oh, card games are so fun. Did you ever play games 86?
Yeah, like I said, I think maybe I mentioned this before, but I did used to play Pokemon back in the day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, actually, I know. Yeah. Nice. So it means we need to hook up with OB, get some Dragon Ball cards, and we can battle it out. My Pilaf versus your
strongest card in my deck right now. I don't know. Yeah, I have to check. I've got a couple of decks. Yeah, for different, obviously different situations. Woo! Look at that.
Beast One, Orange Piccolo.
Yeah, that's like $20
Apple
card.
Piccolo.
Yeah, Orange Piccolo, despite first response from the public, is a lot more popular than like.
Yeah, right.
It grew on us, I think. Like, at first you're like, "What the hell is this?" And then you saw the movie, you're like, "No, that was real badass."
Yeah,
I'm not gonna complain about Chunky Piccolo. Like, it's just cool.
Yeah, he's big, he's chunky. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any other? I thought you would have said Dungeon Meshi series for the figures, but
they already have really good figures at Good Smile.
Did you get them?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice.
Yeah. I didn't get all of them. I'm waiting for re-releases to come out with the next series. I'm not paying aftermarket prices for those.
Yeah, the prices are so... I thought I'll wait till they come out and they should be cheap. No, they will not. So I did not get them. I really wanted, what's her name? With a giant, like, chicken dragon form statue?
God damn it. For one of my favorite series, it's terrible that I can't remember his sister's name. Laios' sister's name is...
I know, Chicken Dragon Girl. Anyway, that one I really wanted. You haven't seen it, have you, 86?
Sheila.
Sheila?
Shazza.
Shazza. Oh, get
Fallon.
on, mate.
I had to Google it. Her name was Fallon.
Okay, there we
Fallon?
go. Close enough.
But man, I'd really like some just bogan ass character from like generic Australian bogan.
Yeah. Dazza.
Just Dazza.
Dazza.
Singlet, no shoes
Yes,
on, barefoot figure. And
Yeah.
smack.
Nice.
Yeah, the accessory pack with like a barbecue. Six pack.
Jeez.
I mean, that's nothing. That's incredibly racist and nothing Bandai would ever do. But I could see it coming from Good Smile, or like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, probably.
That'd be good. But
Right, guys. I think this is my cue to head off. I
was gonna say probably need to wrap up. It's been a few hours.
Yeah.
I have to go buy lunch because I am having a barbecue today, so I gotta go fix up some snags.
Nice, enjoy. But yeah, cheers everyone for joining in. It's been fun chatting about all sorts. But yeah, I will try and set up another one sooner rather than later. It has been a while. But everyone that joined in, thank you very much. If there's any other questions, comments, just drop it after this video. I'll have a look later and try to respond to what I can.
Blatant plug. Go buy card games.
yeah. Buy card games. AKA Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, sorry, shit, wrong company.
Get in the kitchen and cook me some eggs. Domestic violence.
Jake, you've already got his 3D scan, so Jake the must figure.
That's true. That is true. We have his head for Boba Fett.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
They have a wife beater body.
That's what we want.
Oh, that'll be awesome. I'd buy that.
I think everyone would buy that.
I'd buy
I
that.
know, right? But anyway, we should end here before we continue. So cheers, everyone. Just say goodbye one last time. 86.
Bye-bye.
Cool. OB, you want to say bye?
We'll plug 86 too. Go check out his photos. He's doing amazing. Honestly.
Pointing wrong way,
so
that
good.
way, right way. But yeah, anyway, let's end. Later, guys.
Peace.